In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. We, the human beings, we are the people, the creature of habits. We do have many, many habits. Most of the people, not all, but most of the people are actually the people of habit. Why? Because the habit makes our life, habit simplifies our life. Maybe at the time of making the habit, at the time of carrying on the habit, we do think that this is easy, that is why I am practicing it. Some of the people who are going to become the winner, they don't consider their ease first, their convenience first, rather they do consider the results, they do consider the efficacy, the usefulness, the utility of their habits. Now, coming back to the very precise topic we have chosen today for the sake of discussion, for the sake of debate, for the sake of talk is that we do have to consider, we do have to take into consideration, we do have to analyze, and we do have to watch very closely upon one of our habits. And this habit is not going to be a random one, rather it is going to be a very specific habit of ours. And this specific habit is that about our talks, about our what we speak from our mouth, the words we deliver. We have to we have to we have to look upon it. And for approximately 1 month, for the 30 days, we do have to keep watching. We do have to, first of all, rather, prior to the watching, we do have to, prior to the speaking, we do have to consider, we do have to think, we do have to ponder upon whether whatever I am going to talk about is something which is necessary or it is a useless thing. Whether apart from that, whether it is the right way of communicating, right way of talking, right way of discussion, whether it is the proper presentation or it need certain type of modifications in it. For 1 month, we do have to pay attention, a huge attention, to our talks, what we speak. And first stage is, there are two stages of it. And the first stage is that prior to the talking, prior to saying something else, prior to uttering certain words, we need to think that whether it is necessary or it is useful. And then whether the way I'm going to talk about it, the way I'm going to talk about it is the right way of talking or it needs to be changed and I need to make a different sort of presentation. What is happening earlier is that usually, I'm not talking about always, but usually we do say whatever comes to our mind. But now we don't have to do that. What we do have to do is that we will think and we will weigh first whether the one thing which has just come to which came to my mind and I want to utter these words, whether it is a necessary or a useless or a harmful thing. We do have to weigh it first. We do have to consider, we do have to give it a second thought, whether it is a useful or it is a necessary or an unnecessary or a useless or even something which is a harmful one. This is paying attention. We don't need to consider it for hours. Usually even few seconds are enough, few moments are enough to weigh something. Usually, I'm not talking about always, because some of the things we do have to say needs a very careful and very cautious consideration and carrying out the PMI, the plus minus interesting, the plus minus relevant. But usually we do have to consider it for few seconds, for few moments only. Whatever I am going to say is a necessary thing or an unnecessary thing, whether it is useful or a useless thing, or even it is something which is harmful and I need to avoid, I need to protect myself, I need to protect, I need to preempt, and I need to prevent because it is harmful enough. If it is useful, if it is necessary, I think we need to then deliver it, but with a cautious, by using the words cautiously and carefully, because the words does matter as well, and maybe the words matter a lot. This is the stage number one. And the stage number two is that after communicating with anyone else, we need to go through it again. We need to go through it again. Whether we need to go through it again. Whatever I spoke, whatever I talked about was a good thing or a bad thing, or it was a something good, but I did make the right presentation. I did present it in a right manner or in a wrong manner. This is what we need to do. This is what we need to carry on. This is the kind of habit which we need to do for approximately a month, and then we need to think. Then it is the time to have a look upon the results it has produced, whether it has protected me from falling into the trouble, or it could not protect me. Did it save me from several problems which could have occurred otherwise? We need to pay attention to our thoughts. The thoughts and the thoughts which we are going to communicate to other people, and even the methodology, even the words we people are going to use. Thank you.